real quick, real fast, real dirty. Let's talk about the Tier Tactical small cutaway Ifak and problems you'll run into if you want to mount it on a gunfighter style belt like the Tier Tactical. This is one of my favorite Ifaks. It's pretty cheap. It's high quality. I like the tearaway style, but notice how large it is. This is a rifle taco mag pouch. If you have one of those, that gives you kind of an idea for how freaking big this Ifak is. And if you'll notice here on the back, look at all this material underneath the belt. And I'm going to show you real quick what problem that causes. Alright, so the lighting might be a little shitty. We'll just have to deal with it. But here's the Tier Tactical Ifak on. You saw how it mounted onto the pouch. That's all that's holding it. So while you're running, it's bouncing, it's jiggling around. And it's not too much of an issue because the belt itself isn't moving, but it's something to consider. Also, while sitting down, you have this, right there where you're trying to sit. I like belt-mounted Ifaks. I like tearaway Ifaks, especially at 6 o'clock, because you can grab it with either hand and bring it out front and then use it, because it's a lot easier to deal with the Ifak and deal with the materials when you can see it instead of just when you have to feel for shit. So let's talk about solutions real quick. All right, solution number 1, use a different Ifak. For a bleeder blowout pouch, the tier is larger than what you need. I really like the HSGI bleeder pouches. And yes, this is not a tearaway, but if you look inside, basically you stick your Ifak contents in between the red cord, so when you pull on the red cord, all of your shit comes flying out. So what you can do is you can put all your shit in like a Ziploc bag, stuff it under the red cord, and then boom, voila, you basically have the same function as a tearaway Ifak, just slightly slower, and with significantly less capacity. It's not just the size that makes the Tier Ifak more manageable, it's the stiffness. Look at the material on the back of this. This will not flop as much as this thin layer on the back of the Tier Ifak. However, it is a taller pouch. If I just put it right there and close it, it's not actually that much taller. I lied. It's just significantly smaller. And the other thing you can do is if you look at the maul there in the Tier Tactical Ifak, you can just mount the Tier Ifak higher so there's not as much material down at this end. So yes, now it'll flop on top and bottom, but it will flop less overall. Or flop less in a specific place. It's just something to consider if you want to get a Tier Gunfighter belt and you want to get a Tier Ifak, because they're both really good products at honestly a pretty good price. Some of the other tier stuff is stupid expensive, like their $1,000 smock, but I'll do a full overview of this belt soon once I put my pistol on it. But it's a good piece of kit. Just keep this shit that I said in mind. Have a nice day.